Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Norell, and I don't know what the fuck is up with my phone, but I just was recording a video, a meditation, and it was probably 6-7 minutes in, and I looked at it and I was like, oh wait, it says 0000. It stopped recording after 3 minutes of the video. So I'm just sitting here trying to fucking do this. This is the second time now my phone has just stopped in the middle of a video. The memory is only like half full on my phone. It has like 60 gigabytes of memory or something like that left. So I am beyond like, what the fuck, because that is so not fucking cool. Like I can't tolerate having my time wasted and having my videos, like I can't make that video again. You can't just remake a video. I'm not like pre-scripting these, so everything I say. Sorry, I'm starting this video off on a very angry note. Last one was like so like nice, and I just can't even recreate that mood now because I'm so fucking pissed. So here I am. I'm here in Simi Valley, California for the first time making a video. It's beautiful. I love this place. I'm right next to a fucking like grapefruit tree over here. I hope it's okay with John that I'm showing his yard because I have not asked permission. But I know he makes videos in this area, so I hope that's okay. But yeah, grapefruit tree. There's my tent over there. Free to be pillaged and robbed if you are interested in that. You know, you never know who's watching this video. So that's an option. Of course, this is the safest city in the country. That's a statistic. Safest city with a population over 100,000. So there may be some cities of like population like 10 or 5 that are like safer, you know. But over 100,000, this is the safest or second safest city that exists. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this video, honestly. I'm just feeling a total lack of enthusiasm for this now. So I'm going to start over and start, not start over, but like just start again now doing a meditation, which is what I started with. Of course, I've already started the meditation, so I've kind of already done it a little bit. So I don't know how to get y'all up to speed, but I guess we could just start maybe with like a breath, like breathing. Just letting go some of the stress from the day, noticing your breath going in and out. I'm just noticing that this, whatever's happening is happening. It is what it is my favorite phrase. It is what it is. I say that a lot when I look at my dick. I'm like, it is what it is, and it's always true, and it's always somehow comforting. It's like, you know, that's true. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is. That's actually true, you know. It's like, it sounds kind of nice, even though what it is may be horrible. It is what it's an acknowledgement. It's like okay, it's not denying reality. At least it is what it is, you know. And we can move on from here, but I think that's a good place to start from. It is what it is. Just notice that. As irritating as this video may be, and my mood, like advertising this as a meditation and just unloading on everyone like how angry I am that my video is not recorded. Now it's 4 minutes in and we're still going, so that's good. So if you need a large glass of wine, that may also help you unwind and chill out. Just heads up, that's a good meditation tool I would recommend to anyone. Well, not to anyone. If you're an alcoholic, I would not recommend it, just to be clear. Or if you have alcoholic tendencies, I would recommend getting help immediately. Also, I wouldn't actually. I was just completely joking there, just to be clear. I don't think alcohol is really good for anyone for any reason ever. But you know, it's fine. I don't think it helps with meditation either. This video is terrible. This is one of my worst videos. It's not my worst video. I actually made a video that was my worst video, and I just said the opposite of everything that I actually wanted to say. I just said like the exact opposite of like all the normal circumcision stuff I say. It was pretty funny, but I didn't post it because I didn't want to like get Intactivist like all hating me. So anyhow, just I don't know, meditating, listening to your breath. You know, be with what is. Be with whatever it is. Be in the moment. Feel your body. We are embodied creatures. We are in bodies, whether we like that or not. So you can just notice your body. Notice the feeling of if you're moving any part of your body, like your legs are rocking, or your feet are tapping, or your thumbs are twiddling, or you're walking, or whatever. Just notice if there's any part of your body that's moving, obviously or subtly. And just how we naturally kind of fall into rhythms sometimes. Because your body is actually always moving. You're breathing, and that's a rhythm that's always with you no matter what. Your heart is also beating, and you can feel that if you really tune in. So you can always tap into your body's rhythms, whatever they are. Just notice that rhythm of your breathing, in and out, or whatever else your body is doing rhythmically. I know some of you are mighty attracted to me, and so if the rhythm is jacking off or something, like I take no offense to that at all. Just so you know, I realize I'm a sex icon, and it's just kind of, you can't help that, I guess. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So this video is it's really just getting better. Only ever, always is another phrase I like a lot. Only, always, ever. Only, ever, always, ever. Only, always, only, ever. Getting better and better and better. Every day in every way. What more can I say? Hey, I'm fat of it. Fat of it. I see trees of green, clouds of white. Young Skywalker. This is also Yoda's voice. Nice. Yoda's a little bit more erratic with his voice, he is. Anyways, so you're meditating now. You should be breathing heavily or softly, in and out, rhythmically or erratically. It really doesn't matter. Nothing really matters, to tell you the truth. There's a I don't know if I said this in this video because I've done this video twice now, so I really have no idea what's going on, but there's like a grapefruit tree here. It's pretty cool. There's a grapefruit tree. There's my tent over there, if you can see it. This is beautiful here. Sorry if you're not in California, because you're missing out. You are missing out. It's better to live in a tent in California than in a mansion in Minnesota. I will swear that on my life. Anyways, I would know. My mom, who's a doctor, she makes her money mutilating children's genitals, and that's actually a true story. Lives in a mansion on a lake in Minnesota. And we're actually on very good terms. If you do your healing work, you can kind of I don't know how you do this, but you can like push down part of your experience or personality and develop warm feelings. And it's like, I just can't waste my energy hating my parents anymore. It's a waste of my time, and I have important things to do. So I have really put that underneath me, even though my parents really haven't truly shown they're sorry, and I'm sure never will, and don't even understand how they would do that, or they do and they don't want to. It's fine. It's like, whatever, you live your life. I'll never truly love you again because you haven't liquidated all of your assets and given me literally every penny you have. I mean, unless you did that, honestly, I can't ever say I love you again, in all honesty, and that's just the truth. And I'm not gonna like say that to their face, but I wonder if they know that, or if they have some sense of that. They must, because it's true in a sense, you know. It's also not true in a sense. It's a complex subject. Genital mutilation can really split you in half and really have it's so forceful that it obliterates your ego, and then you kind of have to rebuild it, and some of it rebuilds itself in some very twisted, incredibly, unbelievably dark ways, which is why meditation is so important, and I want to make this video if I ever get to the meditation. So I guess you can now just be aware of whatever you're aware of, you know? It's kind of a free meditation, free form, like just be aware that you are aware. Be aware that you are awareness. The most fundamental thing that's true about us is that we are aware. If we were not aware, we'd be philosophical zombies, which is a technical term for creatures who have no consciousness but look the same as normal beings. So, but fundamentally, we wouldn't exist if we weren't aware of our existence. That's the most fundamental thing about humans. We can change every part of our personality, every part of our belief system, everything that we are. Our bodies change throughout our life, and literally nothing stays the same except the fact that we are conscious. You know, you could transform yourself into a dog, you know, with some of this like technology that's being created right now. You could literally turn yourself into a dog. You could take your brain out of your body. You could put it into a dog's body. You could, I don't know, transmute your brain cells one by one into a dog. But you are always consciousness, or you don't exist. You know, that's the only time that you truly are like don't exist anymore. When you would be dead is when there's no consciousness left. So we are conscious informational structures. And you can just be that awareness, being aware of your surroundings, of your body, of your breathing, of my voice, of whatever you want to be aware of, really. It's, you know, you are free in that very fundamental sense that you can move your awareness wherever you want to. You can be whatever you want to be. You can make choices in your life. So it's good to be aware of that. Because otherwise you kind of just keep on going on whatever track you're going on. You have a certain thrust of your life and things and habits pushing you in some direction. So what meditation fundamentally is, it's a chance to step back, breathe, be spacious, be quiet inside if you can. You don't really have to. You can actually even just listen to your thoughts. That's a great meditation. Just be aware of what you're thinking. It's very peaceful to just watch what's going on inside of you, watch what's going on outside of you. Noticing perhaps your breathing or your heartbeat. You can always feel or hear if you really listen closely. See the colors and the shapes around you. You can find beauty anywhere, honestly, literally anywhere. I mean, California is like a million times better than anywhere else, as we all know, but anywhere. There's, even in industrial parks and even in a pitch black room, there's a certain beauty in darkness. because it's never actually really black. If you look really closely, our vision is made up of little fuzzy colors, like little pixels. It's very subtle, but is always there. Light streaks and different textures, different colors. There's just so much to see, so many different shapes. If you open your eyes and let it in, almost like a high definition sort of way. It'd be nice if I had glasses so I could actually see, or better glasses that I needed an eye appointment. But still. Hey. She's interested in the tent. Can't quite figure out what it is. Yeah. Hey, Mishka. Good night. It was Saint Bernard and John Adkison. I want to say his name right because I keep on. I used to say it with an N, but then I realized, oh, it's not John Adkinson, it's John Adkison. So, anyways, it's his wife and his Saint Bernard, living with them and his 2 kids and his mother-in-law who has dementia. She's very nice. Just a little confused about things much of the time. Good, great, wonderful place, wonderful kids. His wife is so nice. He's so nice, of course, as you all know. Where was I? Meditation. Yeah, I mean, every moment of life can be a meditation. Literally, that's what enlightenment is. Every second of life becomes you are consciously aware that you are awareness. There's this meta-awareness. You might call it mindfulness. Sometimes I think it gets called that. This awareness of awareness, this deliberate awareness, or being deliberately aware in the present moment of the present moment. Is mindfulness, is awareness, is enlightenment instantaneously, and just continually directing yourself back to that state is enlightenment, and the spiritual sense in which Buddhists and some Hindus use that term, which you become one with the underground, the underlying consciousness that we are, just being aware of everything. This is an atrociously bad meditation. This is like, I mean, I guess I covered some basic points that are like good, but I feel like sometimes I build these arguments from scratch every time, and it's like I should really, just have content that's like that I repeatedly share somehow. It's like this message or a set of messages, because I rarely say anything new. I guess I'm new. It's new that I'm here. That's new. The fact that I'm pissed about it, the fact that this thing is shutting down is new. So that was an interesting moment. Unique moments in time, man. That's all we are. The informational uniqueness of any given instant is, in a sense, the area code. That informational structure could be understood as the way that the quantum field is collapsing around a certain a certain space-time, what am I trying to say? A certain space-time / consciousness instant, and I hypothesize that any two instances that are identical would actually collapse into each other and cease to exist as separate entities. And any two instances that are the same also have probably some quantum path between them in some fundamental sense. That one's harder to verify, but I think certainly feasible, at least in some in some sense. Sorry, I just feel this video's gotten so much to shit that I'm kind of just saying whatever I want to now, but quantum mysticism, really, it's not quantum physics, it's just my ramblings about my bizarre hypotheses from someone who has virtually no knowledge of the subject. Yeah, I've TikTok's a thing. This isn't a meditation. I'm not even going to post it as a meditation anymore, because it's obviously not. John Adkison has been making videos on TikTok and just got over 600,000 views. I think probably by now over 700,000 views by tonight. By this morning it was like 500,000. Like after a couple more hours, it was 600,000. Yesterday it started out at like 50,000 or 100,000 or something, and it could be at 1 million by now, or probably will be by sometime tomorrow. Anyways, TikTok's a thing, man. TikTok's a thing. I know these YouTube videos are like almost completely worthless. I might even switch to TikTok right now. I might just end this video and be like, what the fuck am I doing? Because, I can't speak on TikTok in the right mode. I'm going to have to really fucking work on my TikTok skills. Because John edits these videos quite aggressively. He really puts a lot of time into making them really good. Whereas my YouTube videos, I just ramble about bullshit and hope that people listen, and somehow they do. Somehow people are like, yeah, I like this guy. I like his message. He makes a lot of sense. It's like, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. You know what? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I really fuck around and just abuse my audience. It's like, what am I doing? What about all my audience who are Christian or who don't like meditation, or who actually wanted a meditation and now I'm just bullshitting about nothing, or who are alcoholics and are offended by the fact that I'm drinking wine, or who are offended by the fact that I just insulted everyone who doesn't live in California quite severely, which I stand by too. I'm not even taking that back. Everywhere sucks except California, Ireland, and Australia. Those are the only places I respect at all. Washington was cool. I really enjoyed that. Colorado's okay. It's fine. It's not terrible. It's I'm lukewarm toward Colorado. It's alright. It's got some cool people. Oregon seemed weird, but kind of cool. I'd have to be there more to really see it. Actually, Oregon seemed like it might be really cool. Montana was kind of weird. Kind of reminded me of Colorado too much, except more hicky. More there's nothing here. I don't know what Montana is even. I don't even understand it enough to judge it. And Minnesota and North Dakota suck. I've lived there most of my life. So yeah, I guess that's an overview of my preferences as far as I know. I really have to explore more to know, and I spend most of my time, devising diabolical plans to end genital mutilation of children, and it's pretty evil. I'm a bad guy. I played Jafar once in a play. That was really good. I was really good at it because I'm just naturally so evil. I really am a dark. I think a lot about torture and killing people. People who promote genital mutilation mostly. Certainly not Jews or Muslims, because they're good people, but just other people. I would not want to be accused of religious religious something, because I hate all religions equally, and I will stand by that always. And that includes Buddhism too. I certainly hate Buddhism, and atheism. I think atheism is also a religion deserving of intense hatred, because it causes so much death and destruction and judgment and horror and fighting and all religions. All religions are fundamentally evil because they're religions, and any belief system that certainly includes Marxism and communism and capitalism and all these other belief systems, for people who really strongly hold them as an actual belief system. It's like, wow, if you believe something and exclude everyone else, saying like, I have the truth and you don't, and therefore you're going to hell, or you aren't a human being, or you deserve to die, or you're invalid, or you're somehow worthless, or whatever. It's like, it's all fucking bullshit, dude. Any ideology, any religion is deserving of hatred, and I will stand by that. I will stand by my word on that one, till my dying breath, and I'm sure I'll be assassinated by someone for something I believe. That's just how it goes, man. You gotta stand up for what you believe in, and then you die. That's basically it. That's what I've learned about the world. It's a terrible place. I mean, this world is a horrible, horrible fucking place. It's terrible. I just commented to one of my subscribers, if the world ended, like, that would be ecstatic bliss. I mean, that would be so wonderful compared to how it is now, with just billions and billions of animals being tortured every day, for humans' entertainment, or humans' food, which isn't really humans' food. It's really is our entertainment, just our enjoyment, which we barely even notice because we're so absorbed in bullshit. Humans aren't even happy themselves, even though they're torturing billions and billions and billions of animals. Many dozens of billions of animals are being tortured for nothing, for virtually no reason, because we hardly even notice the food we eat or enjoy it. And they're literally being tortured for their entire lifetimes. So there's a thing, and I feel like being an animal in the wild is pretty hellish too. It's like every moment you're just in survival mode, like searching for food, trying to survive. Then you get ripped to shreds by some predator, or you get injured, and you're just like permanently injured for the rest of your miserable little life. I don't know. I think we glorify animals' existence too much to, honestly. I think the only way to compensate for all of the horror in the world would be to create like happiness in the world, and to evolve humanity to end suffering of all beings. Certainly, at the very least, end the suffering of humanity and the suffering we're inflicting on other creatures through our torture of animals. But probably also eliminate all animals in the wild, because at least if they're suffering, which we should be able to figure out with enough science, science, man. When I bash atheism, I'm not bashing science, although I do bash science too, because scienceism is certainly a religion that science isn't the ultimate truth necessarily. Maybe it's logic, maybe it's science, maybe it's consciousness. We can't say for sure until we've proved everything through a system which can invalidate things from its own perspective without itself being invalidated from other perspectives, if you know what I mean. Math does this extremely, and logic do this extremely well. So physics is very, very hard to disprove with any other system, because the system has to be big enough to include physics and include math. And so far, math and physics and logic are the most inclusive systems that we have, because they include philosophy, they include biology, is supposedly, and chemistry are supposed to be sort of built on physics or built out of physics and obey the laws of physics, even though I think they go beyond, and that's actually essential. And metaphysics, anyhow, feel like I'm really covering some good ground here. You know, I'll take this minute while I'm on this rangent. It's not a tangent or a rant. It's actually a rangent, and I just coined that word, and I'm keeping it. I need to write that down and remember that one because it's really good. I said it by accident, but it's actually a really wonderful word, rangent. It's not a tangent, because a tangent is just like you start talking about something that's kind of like peripheral, and you kind of talk about it for a little bit. And a rant is just like you're just spewing random shit. So I think a rangent is just spewing random shit about something that's completely just like tangential, and then tangential to the tangent, and then tangential to that. You're just what I just call it? Tangent rant. Rangent. Was that what I called it? No, I already forgot. Anyways, that's what I'm doing today, and I want to use this as a 31 minutes through this video. I think only my true subscribers and people who care about me will watch to this point, which is good because I don't really want to make this announcement too publicly yet. Sometimes I feel like I'm actually just making videos literally to on purpose repel people. Like, can I actually see if I can make this video so bad that no one watches it out of my 400 subscribers? We'll see. We'll see if anyone is that devoted to watching a video that's this bad. It's just like, I'm sure no one can follow anything I'm saying because I'm not like laying out an argument that's really lucid or clear enough to make sense. Anyways, I want to take this moment to announce I'm really considering using this YouTube channel to branch out into other topics, because talking about only genital mutilation like kills my spirit. It's just like I have so many other things I want to talk about. I actually have another YouTube channel, and I make videos on it, and no one watches any of the videos because I guess I don't share them effectively or something. And they have literally zero organic views. So it's all the videos on my other channel, J-Love, has is like mostly zero views, a few with one view. But I really am wondering if, maybe rather than trying to build a brand new audience from scratch, which I've really quite tried to do with over 70 videos. Most of them are in private mode because they were pretty terrible. They're kind of like this video, actually. But kind of ranty and tangenty. Anyways, it's kind of my verbal tick today, I guess, is my anyways. I use it a lot, but today it's really quite aggressive. I've been using the word aggressive a lot lately too. I've been aggressively using the word anyways. So anyways, but guess what I was really trying to say was what's up? I'm considering branching out and using this channel to promote some of my physics ideas and my other social entrepreneurial ideas. And just to be clear, the physics thing, the quantum physics thing, I'm probably wrong about it, but if I was right, then it would be like by far the most important of any of my works. And I've spent like many hundreds, maybe thousands of hours working on it. And it's actually quite sophisticated and in some ways really potentially good. Even though I'm sure parts of it are way off. I think there's parts of it that are like revolutionarily good. But I have other ideas about like a social stock market. I have other ideas about children's rights more broadly. I have other ideas about self-development and enlightenment and societal transformation and parenting and education and religion and spirituality and just, tens of thousands of ideas I have on my computer, just like gigabytes of just loaded with original content, and most of it's a lot better than my genital mutilation content. Honestly, it's like significantly better. Not all of it's. I mean, some of it's on par, but a lot of it's worse. But a lot of it's actually significantly better. And I just, I've spent so much time on this trying to make it happen because I feel like it's such a low-hanging fruit. I feel like intactivism and ending genital mutilation is actually quite easy. There's so few people who are trying to do it, or so few people who are doing it effectively. It's insane, The fact that John Adkison is now one of the most, in just a few weeks, in 1 week of posting videos on, what do you call this platform, TikTok, he has become one of the strongest social media icons we have. His videos have, let's see, over the video he just posted yesterday, the day before yesterday, the night before last night, now has 300 times more views than any of my videos. After working at this for a week, he just posted a video that has 300 times as many views. For every one person that watched my most popular video, 300 people have watched John Adkison's video that he made, that took him a few hours, that he made within a week. He's made dozens and dozens and dozens of these videos because they're just short little 1-minute TikTok videos that you can make a few of in a day. And but he puts a lot of time into, so it's probably at least a couple hours each. But anyways, the fact is, in a way, it's not surprising though. It's like anyone could do that. He's not doing anything crazy or super special or just like wow, no one could do what John Adkison is doing, creating these TikTok videos. It's like, no, actually it's very easy. Anyone could do it. You just go on Bloodstained Men, take their videos. You could do the same thing with any of my videos. You could do the same thing with Brendan's videos, or any Intactivist videos. Some of them you may want to ask permission. I don't care, but I don't know if Brendan or the Bloodstained Men or any other people care if you use their content and just make short little 1-minute clips that say powerful, moving things about intactivism. You can make them yourself. You can just record yourself in front of a camera and do it 100 times or 1,000 times. Since this is 1 minute long, doing it 100 times will only take an hour and a half. Doing it 1,000 times would only take 15 hours. If you practice, you know what you want to say on a TikTok video, and you say it over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and you just get it fucking perfect. You say it 1,000 times, and you could do that. You could make one video every day like that, and your videos will be unimaginably, incredibly over the top, unbelievably good. You will get millions of views. You will reach millions of children and teenagers talking to them about this message. That's just where intactivism is right now, TikTok's certainly a great opportunity, but there's other ways you can do the same thing if you have enough ingenuity and are willing to put in the work. John's been at this for months before he kind of discovered this, but there's a lot of different ways you can. So anyways, that's a tangent. Just to say, intactivism is the low-hanging fruit. People just need this information, and we can reach the tipping point, as Intact America calls it. The point where enough people believe it's important that we can create society-wide change, and it'll accelerate exponentially. It's a well-known thing that this happens once you reach 20 to 25% of the population. Right now we're at 12%. But it's unbelievably easy to change people's minds. About 5% of the population could have their mind changed with a 1-minute video. That would put us at 17%. That would put us within 3 to 8% of what we would need. And some people might need a few 5-minute videos. Some people might need a longer talk and explanation. But it's like, honestly, it's incredible. It's so unfucking believable how easy this is. How easy it is to succeed with Intactivism. And so that's where I want to get my start, and where I want to start out. I think in the next few years we will easily end genital mutilation in the United States, and then Europe, and the rest of the planet literally within a few years, and then regenerate the foreskin and offer healing to any victims of genital mutilation. Of course, not just male genital mutilation, but female genital mutilation, intersex genital mutilation, any genital mutilation that's occurring. I think it's inevitable, and I don't want to say that in the wrong way and make you think that it's like, oh yeah, it's going to happen, so don't worry about it. No, it's like, it's inevitable because we're going to make it fucking happen. And if you're not with me, then stop watching this fucking video right now and fucking go, do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to tell anyone to kill yourself, because I know a lot of suicidal people are watching this video. But like, for real, like, make this happen. Let's make this happen. Don't sit around on your fucking ass and do nothing. Like, if you care about this, then find a fucking way. I have a lot of videos trying to help people find a way, but there's so many ways. You need to find what your way is. What's your talent? What's your skill? Your gift that you can offer. If you don't have any gift, then think about it. What would be a good thing to develop? It's like, you could develop social media skills. You could learn to make videos. You could do healing work and help men heal so that they can do stuff, especially if you yourself can't do anything because you're so fucking psychologically broken, which is where I was for a long time. So doing healing work is a valid form of, and psychological and emotional work is a valid path. Are you a good writer? Write books. You can create social media. You can network with Intactivists. You'll find something. Find something. What do you want to do? Figure it out, man. Or girl. I feel like I have more male viewers because like 99% of the comments I get are from males, which is unfortunate, because I don't know why I don't have a bigger female audience. I really have no idea why that would be. Honestly, I feel like I'm pretty appealing to the female perspective. I feel like I really understand the female perspective. Honestly, if I'm being totally honest here, I'll just drop another bombshell on you. I'm secretly transgender, and I wouldn't joke about that. I feel like I should have probably been born a female. But that's just life. You just roll with the punches, and you're transgender, and then you get your genitals mutilated, and then what else? At this point I've just accepted. It's like, it's too much work to transition. So, and maybe I'm male. I can go either way, I think. But probably would be easier to be a female for me, honestly. But male works too. It's like, whatever, fucking whatever, dude. If I was just not mutilated, like, I'd be happy with that much. That would be enough for me. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And if we could all just hold hands in a happy circle and just love each other, that'll be nice. It'd be nice. I'm going to go and check my video to see how my internet, my computer software, my computer. this is like a very good indication of my level of technological sophistication, which is so pathetic, because I really want to dominate the technological market and create new technologies that'll transform things as much or more than the computer and the internet have. And yet I can't remember what the word is for the program that runs your computer. The Windows. Your operating the program. the operating software for your computer. It's been updating for like 7 hours, literally all day, 7, 8 hours. And then I turn it back on and it's like loading and it's like trying to like figure out like what's happening. Why is everything so confusing? So hopefully by now my computer is now working. It might be. I'm tempted to go check it, but I'm also not. I'm also tempted to go eat some cookie dough. I've been eating a lot of cookie dough today, along with my wine, and gotta keep it in the gotta keep all any gluten products away from the family because there's some gluten-free members. So keep it hidden. Not hidden, just in a separate area, kind of in a corner in the garage where the gluten won't contaminate gluten allergies, because gluten allergies are a thing that's pretty serious. Not like gluten allergies, like, oh yeah, I'm allergic to gluten. I mean, everyone's allergic to gluten. Like no, like they get like hives and they can't walk. Like their son can't walk when he has gluten because his feet break out in sores or something. Like he really can't eat gluten. So I gotta be careful with that. Anyways, cookie dough though, ooh, that sounds so good right now. I feel like I should stop this video if I'm gonna go eat cookies, but I'm really enjoying this video actually. I feel like I've really. It's funny, I used to have such an audience. I know Tanya Ma used to watch all my videos, and Carter Steinhoff, and Brandon Murata's watched a few of my videos, and James Lowen used to watch a lot of my videos, and now I'm just like, I don't even know who my audience is. I don't know who's watching my videos. Some like anti-Semitic fucks like who just like enjoy me talking about circumcision because they want to see the Jews get it. Like I'm like, oh my god, like really? I really don't need this. I don't know why you're watching this video, because I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm pro-Semitic actually. Like I'm the opposite of you, and yeah, I'm anti-circumcision. But like I have such a, although that's true with a lot of my viewers, I have a really profoundly radical ideology. I don't know if that's the right word, but worldview that almost none of my viewers share. I mean, besides about spirituality or metaphysics or quantum physics, just about like the fact that we should love. That should be our strategy. We should love. We shouldn't hate or attack or be aggressive or punish. We should really just build things and create a better world for our children. That's all I care about, is creating a better world for our children, which includes us creating a better world for ourselves and regenerate our foreskins, because fucking what else are we doing with all our money? Jesus fucking, it's literally like the point where it's like, it's so animalistic. It's so fucking animalistic. I can't justify it logically, even though I'm probably the most logical person who's ever lived, and I don't think that's an exaggeration. But this thing with the foreskin, it kills you. It obliterates your soul. It obliterates everything you are in such a profound way that it really doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're the perfect human being. It doesn't matter. There's no God. There's no anything that can experience this level of violation and not be transformed in the most fundamental way possible. At least if you're aware. I mean, some people, I think, get circumcised and are fine, and it's like, I'm circumcised and fine, and they just don't know. They just have no idea. It's a lot of people. But if you're really aware of it and you really care about sex, like I do, it really turns you inside out, and it's like, I can't logically justify why I'm intending to regenerate the foreskin, even if I have to do it myself and become a trillionaire and funnel billions of dollars into it. I really don't care. Like, I don't really care if no one else wants their foreskin. If it was just for me, I would still literally take over the world, acquire trillions of dollars, even if it took $100 trillion to generate just my foreskin. I would literally still do it, and I can promise you I would achieve it. No, that's actually an exaggeration. I don't really know how that would happen, because I'm not good at being Machiavellian. I'm good at manipulating people, and I can do that effectively. Not in a bad way, just in like manipulating people to achieve their own best interests. It's like, this is actually what would make you happy and bring you the most pleasure. And I'm good at doing values-based positive things. So even if it costs literally hundreds of trillions of dollars, I am optimistic that we could regenerate the foreskin. I don't think it'll be more than billions. It might even only be a few million. According to Enzo, he really thinks it could happen with just a few $1,000,000, and he is certainly thrifty. I mean, he's really impressive with some of the things he's done. Sometimes he's, he's an artist. He's not a businessman. I'm like, damn, you're a good guy, but I sure wish that we had more people who really, whose life work it is to do regenerative medicine. Because Enzo's kind of come into that now, but he's coming from a very different background where I feel it's with everyone at Foragen, it's almost, not everyone, with a lot of people, it's kind of the second nature. We're learning, we're volunteers who are learning how to do this stuff because we care about it. But at some point, we really need to find a way to co-opt the entire regenerative medicine field and create a laboratory dedicated to this, if not dozens or hundreds of laboratories competing with each other or collaborating, kind of like a Bell Labs kind of thing, just like literally the largest institution in the world, hundreds of thousands of scientists with PhDs, both engineers and theoreticians, kind of working in tandem and collaborating to further the field of regenerative medicine to the point where we can regenerate literally anything. We can regenerate hearts, we can generate foreskins, we can generate entire bodies, any body part. I think that's a Herculean but worthwhile effort. And I think it's almost inevitable. It's like the fact that we're, immortality, what's his name? Sapiens, Yuval Noah Harari talks about how immortality is kind of, it's almost obvious. It's like, and Yuval Noah Harari, I don't think has any impartiality toward foreskin, or even, I don't know if he has a position on circumcision, but, he's a kind of famous for his futurism and for his understanding of humanity, which I think is indeed profound. I think a lot of futurists and societal critics would agree that one of the main next steps is, regenerating the human body, making the human body invincible or invulnerable, and developing regenerative medicine, developing gene therapies, developing all these tools that make us able to renew our bodies so that they can literally achieve eternal youth. And some futurists say, within a couple decades, by 2030 or 2040, some say it might be 2050 or 2100, till we can literally regenerate the entire body, till we can literally reverse aging or prevent aging. So I think foreskin regeneration will happen long before those, within probably a few years, because it's one of the main focuses of humanity in the upcoming years. If we have any fucking sense at all, which we really don't, we're fucking wasting most of our money on wars and garbage that we don't need. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is. I don't even want to say that about that, because I do believe we can change things, and I do believe we should change things, and I do believe we will change things, and I am changing things. It's one video at a time, right? It's like one mind at a time. Some days you just gotta just ramble, because you've spent all day working, and and so you just don't have anything left in the gas tank to actually be productive. So I'll finish my book tomorrow. Not finish it, but I'll start finishing it tomorrow because my computer should be back working again. Although I have some other shit to do too. Oh my god. I've been really busy just organizing my affairs, and not like sexual affairs. Those have been non-existent for a few years. Although there's a woman in LA. Hopefully she's not watching this. I'd be so embarrassed. I don't think she's seen any of my videos. No, she has. She has seen some of my videos. But it's funny, that one-itis where you get stuck on one person and you literally spend your entire life just like pining after this person who will never care about you, who like doesn't even have a chance in hell of caring about you. It's not funny isn't quite the right word. It's kind of funny, but it's like more like unimaginably tragic and depressing, like just this obsessive tendency toward certain romantic or sexual partners who we kind of get stuck on. My knees hurt. Starting to feel tired. I don't know what time it is because I can't check the time on my phone. When I'm doing a video, I can't do anything except record the video. I don't remember when I started this, so I have no idea. I might end soon because I'm not really actually saying anything. I'm just kind of saying... I am saying anything, actually. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just saying anything. And when you're saying anything, you can just as easily say nothing or be done. Saying anything. My goal is really to make videos that are so high quality that literally all Intactivists will watch them. Like I think this video is probably so good. I'm almost 100% sure that George N. Chapin is watching this right now, and so is Brendan and all the doctors opposing circumcision guys, and I'm sure Brother K is watching this right now. I'm sure my friend Carter and all the wonderful women and men at Your Whole Baby are watching. I'm sure everyone is watching this video right now. I'm sure everyone in Australia, like Michael. What's his last name? Michael. Sorry, this generator is, or whatever cooling thing is distracting. Michael, from Foreskin Revolution. Michael Winnell. I don't know why. His last name is a little interesting. Sure, he's watching. I'm sure everyone at ICASM, the International Coalition for the Abandonment of Sexual Mutilation, and Duato Core is watching, and I'm sure, I'm sure Marilyn Milos is watching this right now. I tried to contact her earlier this week. I actually have her phone number, and she didn't answer me, so that was kind of depressing, but because I was driving right through San Fran. I'm sure Glenn Powell, and I'm sure Norm Cohen, and Tanya Ma, and sure all my friends at Foragin are watching, and I'm sure probably all the Intactivists in the world are actually watching this video right now because it's so good. And that's kind of my strategy right now, is just make content that's so unbelievably good that everybody watches it, because it's just, the quality is so high, it's so well thought out, it's so strategic and detailed. It just really goes into, it's just motivating, it's just powerful. It's just like you watch it and you're just inspired. It's like, oh my God, this guy is, wow, like I want to be just like that. And then they get inspired and they do their thing, and it's like, wow, all the Intactivists now are just, they're just all fired up and like all working together in a big pile of effective Intactivist strategy. We've got Gregory Malchuk in there. We've got what's his name? Tugger McStretchy, we got him in there. We got Ron Lau. We got, I'm sure everybody's here. I'm sure they're all watching. They're all aware of this. Because that's what I do, I'm kind of the engine of the movement in a sense. I think I'm like, my pistons are just pushing everyone. I'm so Eric Klopper, did I mention him? I'm sure I did. He's a close friend of mine. We talk all the time. You can't tell now if I'm being ironic or not even. Who else? Oh man, I mean, there's just too many to count, really. Everybody who's watching this video, all the famous John Atkinson's right here. He's like 20 feet from me, inside the house. I'm in this tent right here because I'm that devoted to the mission that I've literally sacrificed my life. I was gonna go to University of Southern California and kind of attend the Ivy. I didn't want to go to an Ivy League, really. I mean, I could have, but I kind of want to be in Southern California. But then I was kind of like, I don't even want to go to school, actually, so I dropped out. So I'm kind of an Ivy League dropout, I don't want to step over any bounds and say that University of Southern California is Ivy League, but it's pretty close. It's, same level of UCLA or Berkeley or any of these, Georgetown. They're kind of all at the same level. It's not like Harvard or MIT or like fucking Kellogg. It's not fucking Stanford. But it's like, those are like the top 4 or 5. How many did I just say? This is like top 15. So it's pretty good. I didn't get into Ivy League school. But that might have just been my foreskin associations. Now I'm just making excuses, honestly. No, it might have been that, but it actually probably is partly because I can't really fill out an application. Even if they don't look up my name and are like, who is this guy? Like, he works at Foragin, a company that works at helping victims of sexual violence. Let's find out more about that. Let's look up this company. It's like, okay, I can't fucking explain in a 1-page resume what Foragin is. Like, I can't. If you think the foreskin is valueless and that anti-circumcision means, like, anti-Semitism, and that's your entire understanding of the issue of circumcision, I can't explain this shit in a fucking cover letter to a school. It's so stupid. It really does limit your career, unfortunately, at present, the way it is, because it's like, I can't explain my volunteer and my career activities without sounding like a fucking nutcase, because I don't have enough space to explain it. I mean, I have enough space to explain it, but then I can't explain my skill set, and I can't explain why I should be accepted into fucking graduate school. So you have to compromise on everything, and it's so fucking terrible. It's like, God, we really need to advance this movement fast, because right now it kills you. It destroys your. It really puts a fucking dent in your career to try to do intactivism. It's like you either have a long space of time where you're just unemployed and you just write, oh, this period of time I wasn't doing anything. Or you try to, like, explain intactivism in non-intactivist terms. Be like, yeah, I was helping victims of sexual violence to heal. And I was working at a regenerative medicine company, helping regenerate organs for people who are missing certain organs. And I was advocating for children's rights. And I was, writing to state senators. And I was organizing grassroots activists to organize for children's rights and, to end sexual violence on children. Or you can try to be like, oh yeah, and by the way, I'm an intactivist and foreskin is like the best part of the penis. Let me go into an 8-page digression of the anatomy of the human male penis, so that you can understand this. Because you don't get 8 pages, you get 3 pages for your entire fucking application. So it's like, you know, we really need to fucking shift culture, and that's why I dropped out of fucking college. That is 100% of why I dropped out of fucking college. Is it? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's relatively accurate. Because I have better fucking things to do than get a degree in stupid fucking social work. Fucking, what does the University of Southern fucking California even know? What does fucking Harvard know that I can't find in a fucking book? I mean, for fuck's sake, Jesus fucking, fuck. I'm feeling pretty good. It's a good day. I'm feeling very positive. Feeling very, just happy and good about everything. As you can see, you know. Sometimes being cynical is a great way to really improve your mood, because it's just, you feel so real and energized sometimes when you could just let it out and have that kind of cathartic release of saying what's on your mind when you haven't said it before. And so I'm saying it because it feels good. So where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? I actually really like this video. This is the kind of video that if I was watching someone like that who I really care about, whose content I really like, which I almost never do, I virtually never do. Like, I can't think of the last time I watched content of someone who I really care about. I actually can't. I really watched Brendan Murata's content a lot when I was kind of learning about him. Watched pretty much everything I could find. So that was one. But like said, I can't even remember another one since then. I can't even remember anything else. It's very rare. But this is the kind of content I would really love. Just like getting into someone's mind and seeing their views on some things and some. I think it's interesting, you know, kind of going into just random subjects and getting a little bit of a back alley background view. I really wish I could go more in depth into some of these topics, because some of them most of them I just kind of scratch the surface and then go on another tangent to something else, unfortunately. But you can't say everything all the time. You can only do what you can do, and it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I think my thighs are really impressive. I like the way they look, actually. You know, I don't know. This is all muscle, as you can see. I don't know if this is visible on here. I can't see, actually, as I'm trying to. You can kind of see how the muscle just like. There's a really impressive hamstring there. It's hard to really video it from this angle, but like, because I can't like see it as I'm videoing it. But all my muscles are really impressive. And and I don't know, my dick is 8 inches long, which is kind of too big, because when your genitals are mutilated, it becomes much more difficult to have sex, because there's no rolling foreskin to enable lubrication and to enable easy sexual. The foreskin actually folds in and out of itself. It's an ecstatic skin sheath. It's kind of like the clitoris. It's actually very similar nerve endings to the clitoris. Identical, actually, nerve endings to the clitoris. The Meissner's corpuscles are identical, and I think there's a lot of similar nerve endings. It's very complex, but it's very specific to the male, so it's not exactly the same. But it's a close equivalent. I believe the foreskin is essentially the male clitoris, so it unfolds in and out of itself, right? And so, you know, it's hard to have sex. That is an issue I have with my dick, because it's kind of large, and it sucks. Like, I don't know if I'd even want an 8-inch dick. Even if I was intact, I might only opt for like a 7.5-inch dick or a 7-inch dick if I had the choice. As I understand, that's kind of what women prefer, because I hate hitting the back of the vaginal wall. It fucking sucks. You can't really let go and just like go at it all the way, because you hurt them. You really injure women, and so it turns them on when you have a giant dick, but they don't actually like it if you use it. You have to kind of be very careful, and you can't really let go. So it really sucks. But I'm sure it would be a lot less shitty if, my dick wasn't, like, unable to fucking fuck. if it wasn't so fucking dry and, like, hard to really just flow in and out because the foreskin is missing. I might be less I hate it. I hate the tendency I've kind of created in my mind to go suicidal, because I did that for so many years as a coping mechanism. Just say, like, yeah, I may as well just fucking kill myself. I could kill myself. I want to kill myself, and I might kill myself. And I really would recommend not using that coping mechanism, because it just becomes a habit of thought, and it's like it's hard to break that. It becomes just like anytime you think about how shitty things are, it's like you just automatically go to, well, I could kill myself, and that feels a little bit better. It's like, yeah, I could just kill myself and then I wouldn't exist anymore, and it's kind of calming. It's like, that's true, and I don't know if that's healthy. I've actually heard an argument that it is healthy, that it's like, well, why not, why not think about that? What's wrong with death? And I do agree with that in some sense. For some people, if you're really lame enough that, like, you can't change the world, then I don't know, maybe suicide would make more sense. But I think anyone can change the world. Literally, if you're talking to me right now, you can change the world, because just, like, reach out to me and ask me and I'll let you know. I try to say it in my videos pretty often, but if you, like, don't understand how you can change the world, just literally email me at jordanarell1111@gmail.com, because anyone can change the world. You can literally, anyone, even if you have, like, a low IQ and you're kind of, like, shitty of a person, you can turn yourself around. You can change the direction of your life. If you're really in a shithole and you're just, like, a terrible person who has nothing going for him or her or them or it or they or moose. Sorry, that's my new pronoun. If you haven't seen that video yet, it's a good one. This is the genital mutilation pronoun for genitally mutilated men. Where was it going with that? I know there's something. I know I had something to say. There was definitely something there. And then it kind of tangented. I need to make some more words up, because there are definitely some words in the English dictionary that are missing, that should exist, that don't exist. A lot of them. A lot of words. A lot of fucking words, man. Telling you. Oh yeah. All right. So anyone. I mean, for example, the low-hanging fruit here. Anyone could save literally millions of children from genital mutilation. Virtually anyone. It might take a few weeks of learning a new skill. If you're in a really low point and you need to kind of turn your life around, it might take a few months. It might even take a few years. But there's virtually no one in the world. Okay, there's some people who are, like, really low IQ, like 70 or below, which is actually quite a few people. If you're at the level of mental retardation or around there or lower, then it might be almost impossible. Or if you have equivalent qualities in other aspects of your personality that are just, like, extremely, like, if you're just, like, an incredibly hateful person, like top 1% hateful people or some other thing like that, like, it might be really fucking difficult for you to have a positive impact. But for, like, at least 90% of people, you can literally change the world within a few years at the absolute most. At least 50% of people, within a few weeks, you could be saving millions of children from genital mutilation. So you don't have any fucking excuses, Mr. or Mrs. or other, pronouns for that part of the name. What is that? That's it's the title, right? Title? Sir or madam or creature. Creature. You know, I really need to make TikTok videos because it sounds so fun. I don't know why I'm not doing that right now. Except that I'm kind of enjoying this ramble, and I don't want to start from scratch again because I have a couple hundred videos I think now. And with TikTok, I'm going to have to start from square one. It's like, it sounds exciting, it sounds fun, but like it's going to take a few days to get myself up on that platform. And I don't know if I can do it the way, John edits other people's videos, so it's a very different approach than I would take. I would just like be like unbelievably entertaining and sexy and hilarious and informative, informative, yes. And just bring out my characters. I have literally hundreds of characters that I like to play. I like to sing. I like to dance. I like to... I'm a really good writer, and I like doing comedy. So I feel like I'd be incredibly good at TikTok. I feel like I love these like long, drawn-out philosophical rambles. And I honestly, YouTube's not a great place for it because... to really write something out, I'd have to sit here for like 5 minutes, and then I'd write like a few sentences, then I'd sit here for another 5 minutes, then I'd write a few sentences. This is kind of like the junk food, like garbage version. Some of my videos are better, some of the more concentrated, like 5 or 10 minute videos that I'll really focus in on something, kind of think it through beforehand. But I don't know. TikTok, I feel like you can really hyper focus and just create really high quality content, and just create hundreds every day. God, it's such a cool thing. You can do so much that you can, and every video you create can have increase your reach. But if you're really improving your videos with every video you make, there's just no upper limit. It's such a cool platform because it's so I really shouldn't even say anything positive about it before I've used it more, because maybe I'll realize that it's terrible in some way that I'm overlooking. But it just seems like, you can reach kids, you can reach teenagers and Gen Z like crazy, which is the most important audience for this topic by like a lot. Like if you only reach just Gen Z and you got 100% of Gen Z on board with this issue, then you win. You've already won. You've already won the whole game of Intactivism. If you've gotten all of Gen Z on board, then in a few years, circumcision will be completely eliminated. From the United States, at least. Well, Gen Z, I guess, is global, so it would be global if it was all of Gen Z in the whole world. But I don't know if the whole world is on TikTok. That might be not happening. Although, who knows, maybe soon. Maybe soon it will be. I think, social entrepreneurial, social justice issues all support each other. And if we could get the whole entire world on the grid, on internet access, I think that could really change some things. I think there's a lot of interests in, for example, the Islamic and some of the more extreme religious areas, even Christian religious areas, and in other areas too, that would be very opposed to internet access for all their citizens, because it's kind of you can find a lot of things on the internet that kind of invalidate religion and sort of support other values that aren't so religion centric. I've got bugs in my hair now. There's a lot of bugs in California. It's kind of annoying. There's like, this morning I woke up and I looked over at my tent and just like hundreds of ants were just like crawling in through the zipper, and like, oh God. It's a nice thing to wake up to. That's nice. Okay, that is nice. So now the zipper's up on the top instead. But I'm not sure that's actually... I saw a lot of ants still crawling up there, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I really don't want just thousands of ants inside my tent. Sounds like kind of unpleasant. Kind of shitty. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Wow, an hour, 19 minutes, and 46 seconds. And I'm feeling I'm still feeling fantastic. I have no idea what time it is. I'm gonna go check the time right now. Actually, I wonder if John's family's going to bed. I feel like I'm being a little antisocial. I've been sitting out here for hours now. Just haven't even. Oh my God! Look at my computer, dude. This is what it's doing. It's just sitting here, being like, "What's happening? What's going on?" Microsoft OneNote is obvious. It's been sitting here like this for hours now since before I started this video. It's been sitting here saying, "We're sorry. OneNote is cleaning up from the last time it was open. Please wait." Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You've been cleaning up for 2 hours now. Oh, I mean, I can try to close it, but it's not responding then. It's like, you sorry, we broke your computer when we installed all these updates. Sorry about that. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Okay, this one's just open twice, so if I close it, that should fix it. Sorry, I don't know why I'm still recording this, to be honest with you. Okay, I'm going to just close Microsoft OneNote. Just close everything. You don't need to clean up anything, just delete whatever's on the cache. Just delete everything that's not, like, saved. I don't give a shit. I just need to use my fucking computer, because I haven't been able to all day. So, that's the ceiling. See, this is what I'm talking about. There's beauty everywhere. It's like this cool pattern. You can kind of see the, just like, oh, that's interesting. There's just beauty everywhere. Literally. Everywhere. One night it's still cleaning up. That seems to just be a permanent issue here. Let's see if I can close this extra Firefox. What the fuck? I've had an angry kind of day. California weed is like, it's like $60 for like nothing. I gotta find a different place, obviously. So that was annoying. Just so much bullshit I've been doing all day. Just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. Thank you for registering with Adler Wiener Research. The guy who tried to the intersex genital mutilation bill in San Francisco was named Wiener. And it was ironic because he's named Wiener and he's trying to pass the intersex bill, but apparently didn't care about about male genital mutilation, because I really tried to message him through a couple different channels about that and didn't hear back. Apparently Mr. Wiener only cares about intersex organs and not wieners. So, as ironic as it is, and it's like, I get it. If my last name was Wiener, maybe I would be self-conscious or like have a chip on my shoulder about being the wiener guy, and I'd not want to, make my whole life about wieners. Like, I get it. I'm not blaming you. I'm not angry at you. I do feel hatred toward you. And again, I won't apologize for that, because it's justified, I think. Feeling hatred towards someone who is in, I'm being facetious here, and I shouldn't do that too much, because I'm sure it is not good. Hatred is the wrong word. There's a part of me that is unimaginably angry. I don't actually hate, because I don't allow myself to act on that or to develop an ideology around that, really. But I'm unbelievably angry and emotionally perturbed when people are okay with genital mutilation of baby boys, because it happened to me, and because every baby boy that's mutilated is me. I experience that as myself. It's like it's continually still happening to me. It's not, my consciousness isn't any different or separate or different from that consciousness. I don't think any consciousness is continuous or connected I think all consciousness is, in a sense, fundamental and objective, and at the same time isolated, but at the same time the same. And just like John Wheeler's kind of one electron universe, it's like I think all consciousness is one consciousness. It's a one consciousness universe. I think all consciousness is the same consciousness. So I think it literally is me experiencing it, and it infuriates me. It fucking infuriates me. I don't care how much you promote, intersex or female genital mutilation or anything. If you let that happen, which happened to me, because it's like, it really does transform you. I used to be so objective, and so I really always cared about social justice and saving the world and helping people, but it's like it's become very personal. And despite all the healing work I've done and all the psychological work, it's still there's still a really deep anger and desperate need to address these issues. So this is still loading. I'm gonna open up. No, I didn't want to do that. Why did I do that? I'm gonna open up Task Manager so I can close this, because this is getting ridiculous now. I don't know why this is. No, not that. Control-Delete. Okay, I'm going to end this video now. I don't know, I'm still recording, honestly. I have no idea why I didn't stop this a long time ago. So, bye.